I've not seen such bravery.
This month, I took a trip to Portland Retro Gaming Expo, one of, if not my favorite convention to attend. It was a great time to see friends and fans, but the big draw to this convention, at least to me, is the dealer room, with tables upon tables of people selling retro video games. This year, I noticed a bigger retro PC gaming presence, which was sweet, and I picked up a bunch of games I'm excited to talk about on this show. I can't show them all to you right now, but let's get started talking about a game I was more than excited to grab. Math Blaster Episode 1, In Search of Spot. Although this is Episode 1, it's actually the fourth Math Blaster game. Episode 1 was released in 1994 and is a remake of 1990's new Math Blaster Plus, which is a remake of 1987's Math Blaster Plus, which is a remake of 1983's Math Blaster. It was also remade again and repackaged and repackaged. This game has just been through a lot, but for good reason. Math Blaster is an amazing edutainment game, and it really nails the balance of doing math and having fun, two things that usually don't go hand in hand. The game opens with the one and only Blasternaut and his sidekick Spot, as they prepare to go on an epic educational adventure.
Spot, prepare for hyperspeed.
Whoa, they have voices? I mean, I knew voice acting came along eventually, but I completely forgot that it was in this game. I also kind of forgot that they really don't seem to get along with each other.
I wonder what could be wrong.
Well, did you check the fuel gauge? 'Cause you probably ran out of fuel again, and if
I've got it. It must be the polytronic combustion regulator. Spot, prepare to beam out for repairs.
Who, me? Nah, I'm not gonna get hit by a meteor.
Blasternaut sends Spot out into space, against his will, I might add, to fix the...
Polytronic combustion regulator.
Yeah, that. And then just immediately pieces out like, "Have fun in space, sucker!" That opens the door for the yellow three-eyed trash alien in his trusty pollution-spitting ship, the SS Garbahe, to steal our blue robot pal for some reason, I'm sure, and that's when Blasternaut springs into action.
Wow! Spot? Spot?
Okay, well, he shrugs into action.
Galactic Commander here.
Hello again, it's me. I can't seem to find Spot, and there's trash everywhere.
Man, I love this version of Blasternaut. I know that over the course of the games he becomes a bit cooler, slick, and more heroic, and then something terrible happens. I don't know who this guy is, but he's not Blasternaut. I like this version though. Well, I can't seem to find Spot, and there's trash everywhere. I don't know, it was funny.
This sounds like the work of that yellow three-eyed trash alien. I'm sending you on a mission, Blasternaut. Good luck!
And just like that, we're out to capture that trash alien, wanted for space dumping and spot napping. And yes, space dumping does sound like pooping in orbit, an issue the game's manual briefly discusses. Ah, just kidding. It doesn't say anything about poop in here, but I kinda hope you believed me anyway. The first step in our mission is getting our ship running, and to do that, we have to collect a bunch of space trash, obviously. To collect said trash, we have to power up our tractor beam using the power of math. Since I'm on level 1, all the math I have to solve is simple addition, which is great because I haven't had a math class since high school and I really don't want to look like an idiot in front of the internet. After the tractor beam is powered up, you get to shoot space trash, also known as space dump. This is by far the most memorable part of Math Blaster for me. There's just something about that dump, man, it's nostalgic. After that, we have to convert the dump into gas. All right, enough of the dump business. To turn the garbage into rocket fuel, we once again rely on basic addition. Lining up an equation that's correct allows the trash to pass through the trash to fuel recycling bin and into the ship's tank. This game isn't quite as fun as the others. In fact, it's probably my least favorite of the bunch. But it's still pretty good, especially when you get to the higher levels and start adding in different, I'm not quite sure how to say this, different maths?
Great work, Blasternaut. You're off. Good luck.
We follow the Trashlien into a secret, planet hole and helplessly watch as he carries Spot away to do trash things with him? Gonna throw him in the trash? I don't know. This is another fantastic level. Blasternaut is assigned a number, and our goal is to fly in between the numbers that are greater than and less than our number. So we can go between 4 and 6, since 5 is between 4 and 6, but we can't go through 6 and 8, since 5 is not between those two numbers. This gets trickier as we go, because we have to change our number by grabbing these water drops that have math stuff in them. This is another great example of how we're balancing fun and learning. It doesn't even really feel like learning because we have to be on our toes, making sure to avoid the drops that we don't really want. Also, everything controls pretty well. It's a little floaty, but that makes sense since we're using a jetpack on another planet. And it's not difficult to control, it's just a little floaty. Once we've reached the top, it's finally time to save our little blue buddy who we didn't listen to and we were kind of super terrible to and we left him alone in space and it's all our fault, but Blasternaut to the rescue! Once again, harnessing the endless power that is Basic Edition, Blasternaut flies up into the ship and, there's another one? And another one? The concept is simple, avoid trash and enemy fire all while making it up to the correct answer. There are also some gems you can pick up for extra points in the bonus rounds. Finally, our strategy of flying into the ship and summoning clones pays off. Blasternaut heroically makes it inside the ship, heroically stiff arms the trash alien, heroically saves his sidekick, and heroically lets the bad guy get away. Now he's free to go dump all over the universe.
Congratulations, Blasternaut! Mission accomplished!
Along with a spot on the scoreboard, I've earned a printable certificate so I can show it off to all my friends and brag of my accomplishments. You'll notice that my score was recorded on October 25th, 1923. That was because for some reason my PC's date was set to 2023, and this game suffers a Y2K bug on the scoreboard, where any date after the year 1999 rolls back. So that means if you recorded a score on January 1st, 2000, it would say that you played it in the year 1900. I just thought that was a pretty neat little fact. I remember the Y2K freakout, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time it's actually affected me. Math Blaster Episode 1 is fantastic. I love it so much. I feel like educational games often lean a bit too hard on the entertainment or on the education. You usually get more of one than the other. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just different for different games, but I really feel like Math Blaster nails it. It's a game that very easily replaces worksheets for basic math problems, and it's a shining example of how to make something fun and educational. It's the perfect classroom game, short enough to be tackled in one sitting, and students can try and beat each other's scores, which is great because we all know that learning is more fun when you're winning at it. This video was supposed to have a completely different ending, but things fell through and here we are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at Math Blaster 1, a childhood favorite of mine. And if it looks like my lips aren't matching up with my words, don't worry about it. It's a secret skill I have to talk like this. See you next time.